And I really have a lot to say to that very small subset of people who view this guy as some type of martyr. No. I mean, you could think whatever the hell you want to think, but as for me in my house, I don't fight white supremacy in order to install black supremacy. I don't fight white nationalism in order to install black nationalism. I do not fight against the police murder of black people by using the murder of police officers. If you're looking for that, there's some other channels, some other stations, some other voices that will promulgate that message. But if you've been with me any amount of time, you know that that is not me. And so for people who are actually supporting that, and people who think that this guy is a martyr and that he's a hero and that he's a freedom fighter, from me to you, shut the hell up. Because one, a hero by definition is somebody who has done something admirable that we would like to imitate, that we would dream to become. And unless you are going to go out and do exactly what this guy did, you cannot call him a hero. And if you call him a hero, that means you're willing to go out and do exactly what he did, which means you need to be arrested. So it makes absolutely zero sense for someone to pump this guy up and this is a problem. I went off on somewhere else that I didn't want to go, but I'm here now. So we got to deal with it. This is one of the things that bothers me about a lot of, no, let me choose my words carefully. Some of the more militant voices in the black community, because they parallel some of the more militant voices in white nationalist communities, white supremacist groups, the type of language and the type of arming up and armed insurrection, and we're going to take the country, and we're going to, the language is very similar. But what bothers me the most about it is that some of these individuals, not groups, but some individuals, and you can, if you don't believe me, just watch. Go to Facebook. There are a couple of guys with very large platforms, some older guys with very large platforms who really promote a violent message. And what pisses me off about it the most isn't necessarily the violent message. It's the fact that they won't put up or shut up. They're not going to do it themselves. They're going to inspire some young dummy like Micah Xavier, who is crazy enough to actually go do it, and they'll be the ones to do it, while the old guy who radicalized them and said all of this insanity sits back and continues to radicalize the next person. It is the same MO, whether you're talking about white extremism, white nationalism, white supremacy. If you're talking about Islamic extremism, you always have people who do the radicalization and never are the ones to go out and blow themselves up. So I have a personal beef with people who try to pump people up to do things that they're too chicken shit coward to do themselves. And so no, therefore, Micah, for many reasons, let alone the fact that he's a murderer, is not a hero. And for every black nationalist that's going to come to my channel, and not all black nationalists are the same, so let me not speak categorically, but for everyone who's going to come to my channel and say X, Y, and Z, from me to you, you can kiss my ass.